Here in the top right corner of the map, representing Axiom and all their lovely sponsors, as we see down there. I think actually they need to update because isn't GOG or GOG or whatever sponsored them now too. Anyways, it's not my job to introduce them. I'm introducing the red Zerg player, Axiom's Impacts.
The bottom left.
Really?
As the teal Terran, it's Root SuperNova.
Is he actually gonna go for the T-Rex again?
That's what I'm thinking. Well, he might go for a proxy, like one Rax and Reaper.
Oh, one Rax Reaper I think would actually be a lot better on this map. Maybe not these spawn locations the best, but
yeah, spawn location's kind of bad. He's not getting a gas yet, so
he didn't pull the second SCV.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It kind of has to be one.
It has to be a gas next.
What?
Okay.
Like,
all right.
Yes, it has to be a gas because like, what's the alternative? You like proxy
like
one Rax
one Rax?
CC like.
You know, you scare them so much. No, I'm just kidding. So okay. That's what's gonna be one Rax. This is way less than all in the two Raxes. Like even if it's like scouted, it can technically still be okay. They can go back home. There's a big difference in like, you know, if it was a two Rax, I'd be kind of judging him really harshly too, unless it worked. Then he's a god. But considering Impact is going for an early pool again, which another two Rax would not have.
It's kind of cool. I mean, Impact has been playing pretty well today. I mean, that last game against the T-Rex, whatever, that was, like we said, I don't think we were really sweating for him in the first place, but do keep in mind, guys, he came off of, like, 2-0ing Marine King so easily. He made it really, I mean, it's Marine King. Even at his worst, he's still, like, better than most. But, yeah, that first series went so heavily in his favor. He's looking to possibly repeat that here for SuperNova, but, I mean, this one Reaper opening is not that scary, I feel. It's
not with the Queen coming out as fast as it is, and you know, Lings being out to stop it. It's not gonna get that snowball-y effect, you know, where they either get 5 or they either get 3 or 5 is usually like the mounts they get. They get 3. If it's not really working out, they stop. If it is working out like really hardcore and like they're gonna get gas, stuff like that, they will get 5. But SuperNova, you should just stop at 3.
Well, I think one of the nice things with that scout with the SCV, he sees no early gas, so speed is going to be pretty delayed. This will actually give him a lot more leeway to actually fight with those Reapers.
It's not very bad at all. I mean, it's going to finish around the same time you would in a normal game. Like, you know, he didn't go pool first, but it was a little bit delayed.
Yeah. Well, he did manage to get the healing out up, so there's a safe place for the Reaper to just kind of chill. Second Reaper, I'm not sure what it was looking for, just maybe escort the SCV.
Yeah, and a third Reaper is on the way. And that, I mean, I feel like that should be it. He might think that he got the bunker up, so it's actually going to be really, really good. I don't know.
Well, heals up to full, goes back towards the main, looking for a Queen kill. You'll never get it with just 2 Reapers on one trip. You'll have to make a couple and then heal. So this falls back to the bunker right away.
I mean, this is good damage though. Like, it's not direct damage, but he's, you know, stopping Impact from droning. Impact is actually getting a lot of Lings to bust the bunker, and will not be able to bust anything further. You know, he's not going to go up the ramp to SuperNova.
Well, he follows up with the command center, so I mean, it's not like this was some weird dedicated.
Oh, Reaper! Reaper! Reaper!
Get it. Okay, nice snipe on the Queen, beautifully done. Salvages the bunker too, no less. Often that dies like just at the last second beforehand, but 2 Reapers survive off the back end of this. Hellions will be coming out in due time. I mean, he didn't really crank these out because he needed to get that reactor down, but I mean, 3 CCs. SuperNova's had a pretty good start.
Yeah. And like you said, he saw that the gas was like the slightest bit delayed, so like, well, 6 minutes is usually a good point to just like book it. You know, he'll be safe, and I mean, it's still a good time to book it. It's about the finish.
Love how the British people say that. Leg it is what they do, I think.
Make like a bread chuck and haul buns.
What? It's awesome. Okay, I'll take that one. That's like right on my alley too, with like horrible humor. But Reaper sadly will die. But not like he was relying on those. I mean, we see Reaper and the Hellion follow-ups. Those are common because you don't do the damage really, right? But because he's got actual damage done already, the Hellions are going to be just standard enough on their own. Ooh, this Viking though. Gonna get an Overlord kill. Impact actually not with a crazy Overlord spread, so there's not a lot for it to pick off. All these 2 Hellions though, out of position.
2 more are joining up though, and that means that these Lings will die. The Impact's going for a pretty fast lair after this, you know. The third hatchery is kind of far out there, but I feel like it's just like he wants to take advantage of the fact that SuperNova did commit to that he probably won't have a lot of barracks production, like a lot of Marines, and there's always a chance that SuperNova will go for mech, which even puts him further behind in terms of anti-air. I mean, you rarely open with like a Thor first unless you know that you're gonna need it, and he is getting an armory, but I feel like it's for Hellbats, not for emergency Thors. SCVs? What?
Not gonna repair. I mean, like, I was trying to figure out why he pulled them out here. I guess just ran away for safety. It kind of looked like they're gonna go repair that Hellion, but okay.
Yeah, that was odd, but did Impact see the armory? He did not see the armory. He saw an abnormal amount of Hellions, but again, he just assumed that it is going for mech. And you know what? I mean, it's gonna come down to that weird situation where either the Hellbats and the Banshees deal enough damage while being attacked by the Mutas, or the Mutas cleaned up fast enough. Like, who's gonna come out better for this? And I don't like the armory is already finished. The Hellbats could already start doing damage. They just don't want to push up against the Queens.
Well, Blaze managed to squeeze in once again. It's always funny watching mules get pulled. Everybody does this. You just grab all your workers and like a move. But mules, of course, have no attack. You'd think they would. Big blunt objects at the end of their hands and everything.
Impact's getting a spine crawler. I think SuperNova scouted there wasn't any third, so now he knows that something is up. I'm surprised he's not scanning or sending the Viking in there.
Ooh, +1 weapons for vehicles. Didn't even notice that.
So it is
yeah, dedicated. These Hellbats though, oh my goodness, this third base doesn't stand a chance. Just cancel it now.
Yeah, he'll cancel it, but I just feel like it's not that big of a deal. With the Mutas, okay, he didn't cancel it. All right then.
That is gonna hurt. Impact, I think, a little too focused on their side of the map. Gets about 2 SCV kills, but Hellbats coming off this production line. This natural base is really not that scared, I don't think. He's not going to be able to break the lines, though. Nice spread here out of Impact. The transfuse is going off on the spine car like crazy. Banshee adding a lot of DPS in the back end, but as we see, the Hellbats are dealt with. And I, for a moment, forgot this is Impact. We've seen him do this.
Big problem. Those Hellbats and the Banshees did almost no damage. They canceled or they killed the third, which was better than it should have happened.
I think
but the Mutas are still out. Like the Mutas are out, and he doesn't even know. He's
I think he's gonna GG. I think he's just gonna GG. We've seen it before.
I think so.
Major versus Lenok, actually, this even happened too. Because the problem comes down to, like, you can't possibly get anything out in time to deal with this.
I can't believe he didn't figure something was going on. With how late the third was, did he really assume he had that much damage with the opener?
To be honest, I would say yes. Like, 9 out of 10 times, I bet you that push annihilates every Zerg player. But we've seen Impact hold with this exact same thing before. Hey, as the GG as expected. Game number 2 will go to Impact.
Well, Impact's just fulfilling the prophecy of the OlimoLeague.
Right, got to keep that Axiom money in house.
Yeah.
Actually, I believe top 4 are paid anyways, right? So, I mean,
yeah. $50 ain't so bad. It does suck that they had to wait so long, though. That TBT, despite how odd it ended, did end like after a while.
A little bit our fault too, because I wanted to cast as much as possible today. I was like, look, we're not going to ask to cast every round of 8 match. That's absurd. It'll hold everybody up. But we'd love to be able to do at least 2. So, yeah, 1 extra match. Unfortunately, did delay these guys for quite a bit of time.